What if the messages we send into space are a mistake? The question nobody wants to ask. What if humanity made a mistake so huge, so dangerous, that we haven't realized it yet? A mistake that has been traveling through the darkness of space for decades. A mistake we cannot take back. A message that might already be on its way to someone or something we do not understand. We've been told that sending our voice into the universe is beautiful, a symbol of hope, a sign that we are not alone. But what if the universe is quiet for a reason? And what if breaking that silence was the worst thing we could have done? Let's find out. The first messages humanity sent. We began with good intentions. A golden record attached to Voyager, a plaque on Pioneer, a binary beam launched from the Arecibo telescope. Images of humans, mathematics, our position in the galaxy, our chemistry, our voice, our music. We imagine someone gentle finding them, someone curious, someone like us. But space is not a fairy tale, and innocence is not a shield. Our messages are still traveling outward, and we have no control over where they go, or who will decode them. The warnings we ignored. Stephen Hawking once said, "If aliens visit us, the outcome could be like when Columbus landed in America, which didn't turn out well for the natives." But we didn't listen. We told the universe where we live. We sent our address in mathematical form. We broadcasted our biology, our DNA structure, even our bodies. We assumed advanced civilizations were peaceful. But look at Earth. The more advanced a species becomes, the more dangerous it can be. So here's the uncomfortable question. What if the first civilization that hears us is not friendly? What if aliens don't think like us? Humans assume logic is universal, but what if alien logic is nothing like ours? What if our peaceful message looks threatening to them? What if our symbols mean something violent? What if our math is wrong in their eyes? Imagine an alien mind trying to interpret our signals with no shared culture, no shared biology, no shared reality. Our drawings, our numbers, our music, our chemistry, our voice could be seen as a warning, a claim, or even a declaration. Not peace, but territory. Not curiosity, but challenge. Not friendship, but danger. And the scariest part? We won't know how they understood our message until it's too late. The paradox of silence. For decades, scientists wondered, why is the universe so quiet? Maybe because every civilization that shouted was found and erased. Maybe silence is not emptiness. Maybe silence is fear. A universe full of worlds that learn to hide. We are the only ones, speaking loudly into the dark, and the dark never answers. At least not yet. Should we stop sending messages? Right now, scientists are divided. SETI says, listen, don't talk. METI says, talk, don't fear. Who is right? If we stay silent, we remain invisible, safe, hidden. If we keep broadcasting, we may attract something that sees our message as an opportunity or a target. The debate is no longer scientific. It is existential. Do we risk everything for the possibility of connection? Or do we stay quiet and survive? The message is already out there. But here's the twist. Even if we stop today, it's already too late. Our first TV broadcasts, our first radio waves, our signals of wars, of speeches, of music, of chaos, have been traveling through space for almost 100 years. Earth has been shouting without knowing it, and those signals could already be reaching other civilizations. Right now. What we should send instead. If we want to be heard safely, we need messages that cannot be misread. Mathematics, constants, physics, patterns of nature. Not culture, not politics, not biology. A whisper, not a scream. A greeting, not an invitation. A signal that says, we exist, we are curious, we are cautious. The final question. And now the question that bothers every scientist. What if someone has already answered? What if a signal is traveling back to us, right now, hidden in the darkness, crossing the void, getting closer every year? Maybe the silence isn't silence. Maybe the answer is on its way. And when it arrives, we will finally learn whether sending our first message was a sign of brilliance or the beginning of our biggest mistake.